Now that the Island Tower at Disney's Polynesian Resort has been a part of the Seven Seas Lagoon skyline long enough for the initial shock to wear off, I think it's time we can properly reflect on it. Now I'll admit, through the entire construction process of this tower, I was staunchly against it. Based on the concept art, I didn't think it would fit with the Polynesian Resort at all. I thought it would look like a Hilton Garden Inn from California and completely ruin the vibe and flow of the Polynesian, and I know I wasn't alone in that sentiment. I've gotten the chance to visit the tower, and I can start by saying that if nothing else, it is absolutely beautiful. The lobby is stunning, with incredible artwork by Polynesian artists. The Wailulu Bar and Grill has an incredible view of Seven Seas Lagoon and water features built into the seating that creates a top-tier ambiance. And even the exterior of the building has giant murals designed by a Polynesian tattoo artist. Everywhere you look, you find something that enhances the beauty and the vibe of the tower. But let's break things down a little more to see if we're getting some actual bang for this buck. Inside the building, like I said before, is just truly beautiful. A 2-story aqua blue Moana mural adorns one of the walls, with moss art sculptures hanging from the ceiling, while impeccably crafted columns, each with symbolic patterns, line the entrance. The ceiling features a lighting fixture reminiscent of stars in the night sky, and panels with traditional Polynesian-styled art of various ocean creatures. The other accents in the room, like the carpet and the railing, also complement this style. The lobby isn't huge, but standing in it feels like you're inside of a piece of art. There's not much else to do inside, although if you're staying here, you do have access to the lounges upstairs that offer unparalleled views of Magic Kingdom fireworks. Outside, you're greeted by a lounge area with an incredibly scenic view of the lagoon. This may seem simple and unremarkable, but it actually adds a lot of value as a spot to just chill and relax amongst the hustle and bustle of the Magic Kingdom area. You can also find a Moana water feature added to the recreation offering that'll really help to make kids happy who might not otherwise know or care much about Polynesian culture. With all the polarized talk around the very existence of the tower, many people are forgetting about the Wailulu Bar and Grill that it offers. The setting of this restaurant really is one of the very best in all of Disney. The menu has prices that you would unfortunately expect to see at a new restaurant of Disney's most expensive resort, so hang on tight to your wallet if you do eat here, but I was actually quite impressed with the actual food they offer. I didn't get the chance to eat here yet, but with modern takes on Hawaiian classics like a short rib loco moco, Wailulu might legitimately skip the line right to the top of my Disney restaurant wish list for our next trip. Now for the most controversial part, the overall feel and fit of the tower into the Polynesian Resort as a whole. From afar, my initial fears were somewhat validated. This building doesn't really match the rest of the Polynesian in its design from an immersion standpoint. While the color palette is pretty on point, the architectural styling is jarringly different, going from the traditional Polynesian designs of the original complex to the modern, less stylized look of the tower. But that being said, once you're up close and personal with the tower, those differences don't really affect your experience. The art and patterns on the outside do a great job of still drawing you into the Polynesian feel, so it makes the structural differences much less noticeable. The same can largely be said for the inside, although I can't deny that I do wish the colors inside fit a tiny bit better with the lobby of the Great Ceremonial House. This feels more like if the Polynesian Resort had a baby with like the nicest Universal Resort hotel. It's a really nice baby, but it's just not the same as the original. That absolutely does not mean that it's bad, but for a resort whose whole purpose at the beginning was to be an immersive Polynesian experience, this modernization does feel like a step away from that. Now it's important to step back and think about the perspective that this opinion is coming from. I'm a lifelong Disney fanatic, a former cast member. I'm someone who deeply loves the history and tradition of Disney. I'm someone that Disney knows is going to keep coming back, and to put it simply, I am not who this tower is really aimed at. This tower was built to bring in new people who don't care about the immersion level of the Great Ceremonial House. They just want a top-of-the-line, super nice, Polynesian tinted experience. They want a beautiful resort vacation, not necessarily an immersive experience, and in that regard, for those people, this tower is a 10 out of 10. For someone like me who sees that angle and understands where Disney's coming from, I can live with it. It accomplishes a goal and satisfies a business need while not being too disruptive to the original Polynesian vibe and giving us a new elite dining option. So when it's all said and done, I'll stand down. I don't need to wage digital war on this tower. It's actually quite nice, and I think in a few years it'll be seen as a core piece of the Polynesian instead of the new kid on the block just trying to fit in. So if you've been to the tower, let me know what you think of it in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into Disney, make sure to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.